as he sees the Montaigne, making sure he can get back towards his teammates. Might be luring them into a false sense of security. They don't know Savage is over here in Gym. Could be an opportunity here.
No, they trade. Well, not themselves, but Virtue's still alive to take down what remains of Surf. This entry over towards stage is greeted by the players from Team Secret as Canadian backs away on a shield op, as he probably will be for much of this matchup. Savage is distracted by the mountain, and now through the soft wall, he takes quite a bit of damage, almost gets Canadian. Meanwhile, he loses Virtue not far away. Savage is the only one holding them at bay for the time being. Joom is also upstairs, which means that the bomb site is completely clear.
Yeah.
Until we just saw Grixer spy Joom and Savage.
Rexon's there.
Heading for the hills. Rexon inside the bomb site. Takes out what remains of Joom. Savage is on a single point of HP. Is he dead in the water? Well, it's going over top of him. Diffuser going down. And entering back into the bomb site from the hallway. Multiple sets of eyes looking at the cross. Not dead in the water, Jesse. He's dead in the basement.
1 HP for the last 2 minutes, finally taken down by the Capital bolts. Where does this push end up coming from the Rebellion? They're going to move over to Jacuzzi. Player on the window. This could be a big pick, but it's Adrian's instead, but traded.
It's all up to Virtue. He's shown what he can accomplish. He's the oldest player here at the tournament, one of the most experienced as well. He's gone all around the world with his gameplay, and he's on a great operator for taking multiple engagements. Smoke with that SMG-11 and shotgun, especially the gadgetry that's brought, of which he has none left, though. Take 2 fights simultaneously. Rexon will have Diffuser. It'll all be down to Surf to watch this. And Virtue has the daunting task of walking through the door back into bedroom. Diffuser going down. It's just out of reach, so he has to take a duel with somebody inside a bathroom. He knows they're there. The timer will begin to run as he inches his way around. Down goes Surf inside of shower. And now through the barricade, Rexon will escape very narrowly. Virtue sitting on that diffuser. Rexon moving back into this position. Virtue sticking it, hops off, and Rexon wins it in a scary 50-50 that breaks in favor of the North Americans.
There's some drones driving through garage at the moment.
You saw the way that Surf was firing, though. He thinks there might be somebody actively holding that portion of the map. There's only 3 drones remaining. It's tough for them to be able to get those into proper spots. So my Adrian. He was asleep at the wheel down in stock, Jesse, and now the advantage goes to Shopify Rebellion with 30 seconds left.
Should be an easy cleanup now. Can plant from Raptors if they want to. Diffuse Kit's actually going to be platformed from Canadian, but he's got these smokes to get to the plant spot, no problem. 3 nitros, though. Wait, this could be the wrench in the plan. If they don't have an answer for these nitro cells, this could catch them off guard. This has got to be very, very precise.
Canadian walking in, losing the engagement to Virtue at top red. And he immediately beelines out of there. Now damage inside of the bomb site. Savage goes down. Joom and Virtue still upright. Surf planting. Grixer listening to the logic bomb. Virtue's the last one standing. And he manages to get him off of the plant in time. And it's gone away, but sometimes it comes back. Another one jumps in. It's Surf this time around. Grixer finds one with the sidearm out. Also finds a goo mine. Snapping onto the head of Savage. 2 relatively nice kills with the sidearm, but now he's got to conquer this bottom floor bomb site. It'll be littered with various gadgetry. Virtue's going to be here. I was going to say, he doesn't even need ADS at that range. And with the HP
Straight in with an Amaru.
swinging their way through. Canadian starts off the killing. Ambi is waiting for the cross upstairs, but there's nobody for him to kill. His teammates have done the job for themselves. That's also a Thatcher shotgun, by the way.
Yep.
Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is an odd choice, but one that seemingly is working out. Joom needs to emerge from construction. He finds a single kill onto Ambi. A really unlucky game for Ambi so far. Going 1-5 and being the first to die on the side of Shopify Rebellion multiple rounds now. The players from Shopify Rebellion very wisely have scattered away from the bomb site, but Joom has just given the game up. Inside a weight room, on the windows, on the walls. Just shoot him.
I don't know if that's going to work, Parker.
No, not at all. Joom trying to get back to the bomb site. Ambi is prepared for that as Rexon takes care of Adrian. The fire had done its job before, but now it's the para to do the rest. Savage and Virtue inside the bomb site. Both in separate bomb sites, mind you. Virtue not able to successfully bandit trick the wall because of the Monty breathing down his neck. So now he and Savage have switched spots. Canadian is getting so much information here. He's not moving at all. It's a gifted IGL, so when you put him on an operator that's indestructible, which is what Monty is at the present moment in the way that he's positioned, he's going to gain so much from it. Virtue doing double duty, watching the breach, watching the top of red, and now into lounge too. He finds one kill onto Ambi. It's the first casualty for Shopify Rebellion, and it comes with 50 seconds left. Canadian sees an opportunity. There's still 2 nitro cells on the board. Make that 1 as Savage is as good as gone. Virtue has to inch his way up, but it's Grixer on the flank up red stairs, the position Virtue had just given up on.
He's getting good value to these Toxic Babes. He's going to have to move with his nade, though, and he perfectly finds the head. What a shot.
He's still got 1 Toxic canister. He'll use it to stall on the main stairs. 50 seconds left. That'll slow down the advance of Team Secret. Ambi's not relinquishing control of the stairs either. He's not falling back, and you can see from the silhouettes, there's 4 players around. Ambi gets 1, Canadian blows up another. Secret managed to take control of the stairs, but it costs them dearly. Surf goes for an ill-advised rotate in the back of the bomb site. He's spotted by Savage, but that's more information for Shopify Rebellion, as they know 1 player has made it to the bottom of the stairs. Virtue takes down 1 before he goes. The Goyo perishes, and it's Canadian and Savage in a 1v1. 10 seconds remain. Canadian, no nitro cell. He'll have to take this engagement himself. Pros don't fake. Savage does. Instead, he'll run towards the corner and win the duel against Canadian. Relying on the rest of his teammates to make this work. Now, Rexon has the cross. He's worried about the advance up the top of red. He sees 1. He softens them up a bit, but not enough damage. Ambi has to pull off of his position as all this time has gone by, and all it's really done is allow Shopify Rebellion to dig in on this defense. It's forcing Virtue to rotate over with the diffuser in hand towards that jacuzzi wall.
Yeah, all alone. His teammates are both inside of construction, so if Virtue goes down, this could be a disaster for Secret.
Would strand that diffuser on No Man's Skyland. Ambi with 2, and then Grixer's there as well. Throwing out some toxic gas. Jum has no idea where they are. It's Savage with the diffuser, so Jum will go hunting. He finds 1 over by Cash. Going back to be next to Savage, who gets knocked off of that position and then killed by a nitro cell. Only 10 seconds left for Jum. He'll have to break double digits to win this round. If not, it's Shopify Rebellion going to match point, and guess what they're all doing? They're playing keep away. Not a single person inside of the site because the Yokai drone can get the job done. As we've got just a bit below a minute left, down goes Savage to Canadian. He almost gets another, but it's Grixer credited with the kill instead. Through blue, Canadian lights up a bunch of liquor bottles, but can't do much more than that. Squaring himself up to the bomb chassis, it's just him and Grixer to work against these 3 remaining players. The rotate will come in. 2 bodies still for Team Secret will sit in blue. Another will head over towards main stairs.
Diffuse gets down in Moto, by the way.
1 manages to escape. It's the Blackbeard, and Grixer knows that the jig is up. He doesn't want to get hit by that shield. He's got 1 at the bottom of main stairs. How does he get away with that? But Virtue cleans up Canadian, then turns his blood. Like we talked about, this is so integral. Groovy walking up over towards top of red, searching for more than just a single kill. Rexon with 1, Canadian dies at the hands of Jum, and now Rexon dies to Groovy. It's a run out from Ambi, and Team Secret sweeps through them with Groovy.
We'll find 2 separate players pushing this direction. Watch out for Groovy as well, who will late be pushing in through Secret.
There's a grenade that will go. Savage getting the very first kill. Again, the team that draws blood first in this series has such a high success rate. Secret's likely breathing a bit easy here. Shopify Rebellion isn't choking it necessarily, but they're in really rough shape. Nitro Cell goes out, does not connect. 2 kills so far for Secret. A 3rd will come in. Virtue with a 2-piece. It's all up to Ambi. And a flawless end to regulation for Team Secret as we need over. Now Shopify Rebellion to sit quite pretty, and I mean, it's going to be a rush into the site. Playing around the bomb chassis, Surf gets rid of Adrian. Another for Surf. You can argue that he helped win the round earlier on with his bandit tricking, but it's all up to Virtue to collect his 15th kill, taking damage over time, looking for another. I think they've spotted him now. They have indeed. Surf's got the lineup on the top of the stairs. Savage will be blinded whether Surf decides to go for a direct engagement or just wait him out. But the problem is that right now Savage is the gatekeeper to those main stairs, and he wins the duel against Surf. That is a round-losing play. Virtue's on the board, taking down Rexon. Savage dies to Canadian, and it's all up to the team captain, who dies inside a Moto. That's just a waiting game.
I mean, they know they've got to go somewhere else. That's not a winning situation.
And Secret have responded by sending Savage and Groovy over towards blue. Rexon taking care of Savage, but who's going to get Groovy in this spot? Some distractions with the alarm. Virtue drops. Joom finds not just one, but two. Rexon and Canadian are down. Joom taking some serious damage. Surf and Ambi, the last two alive, and it's a rush into the site. Diffuser, successful. No! Oh, it does! It goes down at the last second. Secret bailed out by the clock. It's Groovy to now burst into the bomb site. Ambi at a dozen kills. Surf with the shield on. Waiting, giving the calls as Groovy gets into position. Doesn't seem to know where Ambi is. He gets pounced upon, and Shopify Rebellion stave off what could have been a Team Secret comeback. Standoff here as he and Joom do serious damage to each other. Both of them will limp away from this fight. Canadian dies early, 2 rounds in a row. He was on Smoke yesterday, or earlier in this round, rather. Previous round, now he's on Echo. These are high-value operators that are just as good as gone. It's almost a flawless round previously. This one won't be flawless either as Ambi gets on the board. Down goes Groovy, who's very close to matching his kill total from Clubhouse in just 2 rounds here on Bank. Ambi and Grixer as the last 2 standing. Joom had taken some damage earlier, so he's more killable. He's still got a gun in hand. Finished off by Ambi. Grixer dies to Savage, and Ambi gets dogpiled. It's Adrian on the flank up main stairs. Especially since Adrian's now given his position away at ATMs. Doesn't stop the blitz of Savage from doing some damage. Rexon dies. That's 3 rounds in a row for Team Secret to get the opening pick. And as we noted on Clubhouse, it remains the same here. It has been hugely impactful. Canadian answers back, so there is some life for this Shopify Rebellion team. Savage takes some damage as we see the fadeaway from Ambi, still trying to deal with him. Adrian dies. Virtue with one on to Surf. Both of these teams trading back and forth. Despite this being an open area hold, both Ambi and Canadian find themselves on the bottom floor. That leaves what? Grixer alone inside the site. Diffuser's going down, Nitro Cell ripped. It'll collect onto Virtue. Savage and Groovy, the last 2 alive. This is a prolonged engagement. And amidst the site, it's Grixer to tear through 2 of them. Savage, no deaths so far. Grixer gives him his first. And Shop still inside a server, still scanning. Virtue goes for the defuse, but he has to peel off as there goes a Toxic Babe thrown out by Canadian, who's now finished off by Savage, who was watching from above. The Aruni also picked apart by Adrian. Team Secret are so good, so good on breaking the ice on all of these rounds. Surf has been dropped, so it's just Grixer and Rexon left, with Virtue getting that diffuser to the point where they might not even need the kills. A flawless round for Secret, yes! It has been Secret all the way down. This is a Bank mass.
Players on Secret very scattered, one on the roof, one bottom lobby, and one on the windows. They'll try to use their utility here, but feels like the information is all in the hands of Shopify.
Savage was taking some damage as Groovy is now swung in. Ambi dies. Canadian was waiting by the stairs. His patience is not rewarded. Virtue gets him. That was the intended target. Savage finds 3 kills for his trouble. He's still alive. There's more to be had. Rexon with 1 kill to his name. He's broken that goose egg, and he's reduced Savage to ashes, but those ashes still have a little bit of life in them. Virtue swings through stock, gets the kill. Adrian present on a supporting role.
What an arc. He wanted the barricade. He gets it.
He gets it. Ambi firing away, and Groovy re-peaks it. Easy to do with the UMP. Maybe not the best gun in the game, but limited recoil, a very steady pitter-patter. Great for headshots, not so much for body shots. Adrian and Joom find themselves in quite the predicament here with 1 minute left.
Yeah, not a ton of time. They'll pick up the defuse kit, but low bodies as well. They've conceded the top floor. They're going to group up over by Square. Joom is already here. His teammate's not far behind. Freebie on Ambi, you'll take that. Defuse kit's actually going for a stock drop, so these 2 players are very isolated. Of course, bomb sites, archives, tellers, don't forget.
This will be the third time that Shopify Rebellion rely on the yokai drones as the sole quote-unquote player in the bomb site, and they've lost one. I don't know if Canadian has one in reserve somewhere on the map, certainly not in back pocket. It's a nitro cell that goes out. It shuts down the plant in its tracks. Grixer's there. There was coverage from above as well. Or hope that he's baited them all out. Virtue still has one in back pocket. Groovy will retake from above. Rexon is ready for it, controlling the recoil for one, fails on the second. Surf now has the diffuser, attempting the plant, while three other players watch over top. Virtue inside of the wrong bomb site. He has to work his way out. Out-dueling Grixer to start with. They know he's through the soft wall, and well, they can all just fire away. And still lag behind their opponents. This round has flown by, Jesse. Only 30 seconds remain. And now it's time for Shopify Rebellion to take the engagement directly to them. Ambi botching his shots, sees the Valkyrie and flicking over. Holy shit, Ambi! 3 kills in a row. A quad kill for him. And he gets the ace as well. So it's not his goal to get kills, but it'd be nice maybe if he got 1 or 2 for his team. I'm certain of that. Rubber must hit the road here for Shopify Rebellion. As we're down to the final 20 seconds, Virtue on the board. Team Secret also on the board because of it. Joom finished off by Ambi. One is tucked away behind the cubby. It's the Soulless. Rexon saw him. It's just Rexon and Ambi remaining. Groovy with the Nitro Cell takes down Rexon, and Ambi will need to walk in and grab the defuse kit, which he won't be able to do. He comes up empty-handed, and Team Secret wins off of the clock as lineup that is on the wall.
They do have a can opener on Canadian? Maybe?
They cannot get it.
That's gonna be so awkward.
This is brutal. This might be the round for Shopify Rebellion, but Surf's gonna run in and go for the plant amidst the frenzy. There goes Joom, there goes Savage. Shopify Rebellion covering Surf perfectly as he pulls it off. How do they scramble in the post plan? A Nitro Cell used to no effect. Last gas canister hucked out by Virtue. Canadian on the ground, sees multiple bodies, finds one, but no more than that. The Goyo retaking from above as Adrian levels Rexon. Surf and Grixer still alive. There goes the Goyo as Grixer was holding that upstairs. It leaves Groovy on site to try and retake. Surf is scooted off to the escape tunnel. Groovy's gonna run out of time. There's no way for him to be able to get back to the bomb site in time, even if he got these 2 kills. That's the round for Shopify Rebellion. And Jesse, we need all 12 in regulation to solve this. The round goes to Shopify Rebellion. They're tough. Goodbye to the Blitz. Grixer getting diffuser down as Ambi dies. There's another Nitro Cell. It claims Groovy, but I'd say this is very worth it for Team Secret. Shopify Rebellion were trying to put the defenders on the ropes. It does not work out. Rexon and Surf will now need to go back to the drawing board with half of the round to go. Neither of them with the defuse kit. Problem is, it's in the Lion's Den. That Nitro Cell claimed the defuse planter's life, meaning you've got to retrieve it. That is tough. I think Rexon's got a beat on one of these players. He knows the mute is there. Surf trades himself out, and Rexon goes for the gunfight, loses the 50-50. Full utility on the Capitao with 30 seconds to go. Last logic bomb will ring for the next few seconds. Invaluable information as Surf takes an awful lot of damage. Trading out Joom, Groovy falls shortly thereafter. They've isolated another player over inside a red. Surf botches the play, and because of that, Savage can persist. But there's so many players for Shopify Rebellion. Adrian takes the fight directly to these players, but it's Rexon who is on flank watch to drop into the engagement.
Coming in through archives.
Savage is worried about a flank, which is where we saw Ambi drop from. They've got to go.
Yeah, 50.
You've got to go. There's an objective to do here, lads. You got to get into the bomb site to accomplish it. Nice read from Groovy onto Surf, punishing him from over towards Copier. Nitro Cell goes out, but it misses. Rexon and Ambi now put in a terrible spot. The cross is held so well from Team Secret. Popping up. Ambi tries his damnedest, but it's not enough. Over towards Pillar. Joom taking some damage, but Savage pops up and says night-night to the captain of Shopify Rebellion. Team Secret have quite a great start to this round. We approach the execute. Just a little bit after 1 minute on the clock. Diffuser retrieved by Ambi. You're gonna need a couple swift kills here. There goes 2 of the Nitro cells. Crept up on as Adrian sees an opportunity. Grixer's last alive, and a flawless end to the second map.
Change on the side of Shopify Rebellion. Both these teams obviously have a bit of experience on this map, not a ton, because it is so new into the map pool. Both about an even record, more or less. That's a questionable swing from Adrian, punished by Ambi.
Swinger be swung is what they say, and in this instance, well, he swung. And it was not good. Joom on the flank, but right as those sends, distortion fields end, Ambi collects the kill. It was a flawless end to the most previous map that we had. Can Savage keep it as a flawless? I mean, no, well, I guess the opposite. Map is relatively absent for map number 2, despite Team Secret's success. He played his role as we imagined he'd play it, which is safe. Him getting all those kills in map number 1 is not normal. 2 players to watch for this particular map, Groovy and Joom. Joom have a map 1 performance. Does Groovy have a strong performance? Virtue picked apart by Surf from that hatch. It leaves the man we were just talking about. Groovy is the last one standing. Diffuser in the hands of Shopify Rebellion, and they'll have 2 other players to hunt down the final remaining part of Team Secret. We could get a shoulder check through the door frame here. Time is running out. They don't know his location or his whereabouts. Grixer will get Diffuser towards the halfway mark, and a terrific round from Ambi. AG, they won their matchup yesterday 2-0. They go up against FaZe Clan today. Depending on that result, it could spell trouble for everybody else in this group. Grixer answers back with a kill of his own. It's 30 seconds left on the clock. Right now, Shopify Rebellion struggling with the time. Diffuser going down. Canadian looks like he'll be able to pull it off. And it's a mad scramble in the post plant with Rexon holding 2 players to account on side of Team Secret. Adrian losing all that HP earlier in the round. He's still persevered, surviving with just a sliver of his life intact. Surf will claim what remains of it, and now it's Virtue. Superior player from map number 1, who went back to normal on map 2. He wasn't even on the same site. On the same floor, descending green stairs. Got a 3K from Rexon. Halfway point in the round, and it'll be on the Blackbeard. So another plant attempt will likely unfold in front of our eyes. They're in pretty good shape right now, given the numbers for Team Secret. Virtue pounced upon by Surf. He's got the shotgun in the hands of Ying. All Candela's off, and there goes the smoke as he's inside a bathroom waiting for another member from Secret to bring him some heat.
Canadian working his way up the staircase now, pairing up with Surf. Ambi's not far behind him. Grixer holding the cross. They're going to go for a plant inside of Mask. Joom is in the site. That's his outline there. But he's the last player alive on the side of Team Secret. The nade forces him back. He's got to find some kind of an opening. But against the Blackbeard, what can you do? Shot in the back from Surf, and it just looks so clean from Shopify.
Logic bomb. So any information gained off of that gadget is good and gone. Groovy was on a single point of HP. Canadian finds him. Now it's Adrian to take some damage. It's Rexon, hunts for something inside of lockers. Joom gets the down and secures onto Grixer. Rexon bursting forward, obscured by the F-mine, and now worried about that toxic babe behind him. Savage dies, another rushes up. Rexon is just too good at the moment. He's being hounded by gadgetry, but it doesn't mean anything to him. Canadian will need to start the plant with just about 2 seconds left. Adrian and Joom are last 2 alive. Canadian persevering for the time being. And Adrian dies to his own team's fire. No, what a blunder! Turn to get into the action, losing the duel to Groovy, who might have a second kill lined up through the window. Fire arrow goes out. It prompts Groovy to move forward a bit more. He has to deal with Surf. All the while, the diffuse kit going down. Canadian dropped. Adrian sees right through that. That's the power of the Warden. Surf was outside of the building. Rexon closing in on the site. Now it's Surf to get closer to him. Troubling signs for Shopify Rebellion, and their worst round yet unfolding in front of our eyes. Joom out-dueled. Surf out-dueled, rather, by Joom. What an oddly paced execute as Rexon just twists and turns. Very little that he can do. 5 kills to his name. It's good, but
He's in no hurry to plant.
with 1 minute to go, he better be able to get towards the objective as quickly as he can. Ambi on the flank. No! Ambi cut off by Savage, who was a little bit late to the party, but his timing is perfect. Down goes Joom at the hands of Rexon. Groovy looking for one more. It's Adrian punishing Rexon now as that smoke wall from Sens fades. Grixer on the ground with shotgun out. He's in close range, and it looks like it'll be a rotate from Virtue yet again. Grixer eking up. Savage tearing through him. A double kill as a Nitro cell from Canadian goes out. The team captain's found 2 kills so far in this round. He has to evade the fire. The smoke there as well, cutting off his line of sight. Shotgun goes out. He doesn't get the down on the Capital. He gets Groovy, though, for his trouble, and now it's Surf and Savage in a 1v1. Savage planting in the corner. Surf needs to play this time effectively, charging on in, but he won't get off of the plant tucked into the corner. Surf's got a good idea about this. The smoke goes. No Nitro cell to be had through the smoke. He'll look for it to clear. He does some damage and gets the down. Surf taking a moment to revel in his own play as the smoke clears. Taunting Team Secret as it's an easy counter disable. Shopify Rebellion moved a series point. Now taking down Adrian. Now it's Ambi getting a bit restless. As the logic bombs go off, that's good intel for Team Secret, but can they act on it? Joom's got the diffuser, but everybody except Ambi is above, and he doesn't know if he's got safe harbor. Canadian finds a second kill, a third kill from the oldest man in the game, and it's a flawless end to the match. You blink and you miss it.
Won't get close.